So like Beverly Tatum once said is, you can't solve a problem unless you can talk about it. And that's really the premise of the Dialogue, Inclusion, Democracy Walls. So since 2018, it's been a way to foster campus conversation, civil discourse, dialogue across differences, but also has been an opportunity to celebrate some of our greatest milestones at PC. For example, we've collaborated with our global education department when we have students going away on study away programs to, submit photos, and we'll put them around the wall, talk about their abroad experiences. We've even collaborated with the president's office to ask a disputed question to the campus community and receive feedback. So it's truly an interactive way to dialogue across differences, to create a relationship with peers whom you may not get along with, faculty who may think differently than you, but it's a really good way to create a mutual understanding from parties of differences, but also to celebrate and recognize accomplishments within the Providence College community. So like many things in life, it started over a glass of wine, and he can't be with me today, but is my co-director, Dr. Nicholas V. Longo, who serves around the Dialogue, Inclusion, and Democracy Walls with me. So the inception started around, as you may guess, contentious topics around campus, bulletin board issues, and then also we were running a series called Dialogue, Difficult Dialogues. So Nick and I were at a social, and it was our actual first time meeting each other. We were having a glass of wine, talking about all the things happening in Friartown, and we were saying, hey, this civil discourse is a great opportunity for Providence College to really build community around differences, for everyone to feel like their opinion is recognized, appreciated, valued. And at that time, we decided to write up a course to teach together. Unbeknownst to us would be the Dialogue, Inclusion, and Democracy Walls. So one of our philosophies is product-based learning. So when students enter the classroom with us, we like to walk away with a product that they've created or something that cements their legacy as a Friar. So contributing to that holistic student development. And one of the things that emerged were these Dialogue, Inclusion, and Democracy Walls. We started researching IUPUI, looking into their Democracy Plaza, contacting folks at University of Minnesota, looking at what they were doing in their humanities around civil discourse, and we developed this. I think what really made the engine, fuel was having the student buy-in and the student input. So we flirted with many titles, many names for a while, vetted it by the students, different campus clubs, organizations. Students came up with community rules, guidelines, how they would like it facilitated. And me, I'm not the best when it comes to social media, so they came up with interesting ideas for social media campaigns, marketing, and the students just drove it. And, Dr. Longo and I co-directed, and here we have it now today where it's emerging across campus. So basketball is my favorite sport, and I'm pleased to say this. We have a starting lineup of 5 total. So we have 1 in athletics, 1 in the Feinstein building, 1 in the Providence College School of Business, 1 at the center of Moore Hall, and 1 in the Science Complex. At Providence College mission, we're called to dialogue with others. And in doing so, we're called to critically engage with the world. Veritas is really important in seeking truth, and what the Dialogue, Inclusion, and Democracy Walls does is just that. It's disputed questions, it's in search of truth and one's own truth. It's critically engaging with complex issues that are in the classroom that integrate into student life. It's talking about national and local trending topics, issues. It's contemporary, it's historical. It's all of these things that make PC and really live out its true mission of engaging and critically discussing complex ideas, topics. Given the increased polarization that we see not only at Providence College, but locally and nationally around these complex issues, I think coming to the wall with an open mind is critical. Second to that is look at the community guidelines and rules. It's a roadmap to great discussions. We often like to say the name should kept confidential, but the lessons learned should be shared. So having that mindset, that philosophy is huge. One of the things that we like to promote too is if you see a response, whether you disagree or agree with it, respond to it, communicate with it on the wall. We also have an Instagram page, which is PC at PC Deadwall. Feel free. We invite you to participate in online discussions. We have polls. We have just conversations on a daily around the Dialogue, Inclusion, and Democracy Wall. Also, we're leading what we call Faculty Fellow Learning Community, which are 4 learning communities that they participate in 4 times a semester. We just had applications go out, and this year is closed. I'm proud to announce that we exceeded what we hoped to get for applications, but please, faculty, in the future, apply. These learning circles are awesome. They're a way to build community with other faculty members to learn about how to embed civil discourse in your curriculum. In addition, you get the opportunity to have good breakfast or good lunch with us. We invite guest speakers in. We recently had Robert Livingston from Harvard come and discuss his book, The Conversation. This week we have Peter Levine on campus leading the Humanities Forum in collaboration with the Frederick Douglass Project. So there's amazing opportunities and ways for faculty to get involved, but most importantly are the students. The students, we hope to engage you. We have a Dialogue, Inclusion, and Democracy Research Lab, which are about 6 to 8 students annually that learn how to facilitate small intergroup and personal dialogue with one another around dialogue across differences, disputed questions, etc. Students, we invite you to the walls to have conversation. We invite you to our signature events. We have intentionally and deliberately placed a student in every discipline at the college, so there's a representative in your community, so you can't say that you don't know anyone. You can always find someone. And also just look at our website. There's contact information for Dr. Nick Longo and myself, where we could direct you in a way to get involved. The main theme of what I'm saying is we want you, we need you. In order for this to flourish, come get involved and come dialogue with us. So I talked about how important the students are to us. Dead walls wouldn't be dead walls without student affairs. So the one that's coming up next, we're working on a proposal with student affairs now to get a dead wall in the Slavin Center. So be on the lookout for the best of many to come. And we're excited to have our 6th one very soon.